Have you ever caught yourself checking your phone every few minutes just to see how many likes your latest post got? Yeah, me too. I ain't even gonna lie, me too. Today we're gonna talk about the need for validation and how it's literally as addictive as a drug and it messes up our mental well-being. But good news, there's a way to break free from that urge to have that constant approval. So let's take a quick dive into the science of it. Let's get it. So, when we receive validation, whether it's from a compliment or a like on social media, our brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter because it's associated with pleasure and reward. The catch is that dopamine hit is very, very temporary. So that leads us into a cycle of just seeking validation over and over and over and over again. Over and over. So now that we understand why validation feels so good, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, why that's a very slippery slope and a very dangerous path to go down. So we're going to start with the first one. So first we have emotional dependency. And what is emotional dependency? So when you rely on external validation, it puts your self-esteem in the hands of others. When you depend on others for your approval, you give away control to your own happiness. Your own happiness. Don't give your own happiness away. You don't give your own happiness away. That's not how you do it. So that leads to feelings of insecurity, self-doubt, especially when the validation that you're seeking is coming from the way you think and the way others think of you. And we're going to get into the way you think and the way you talk to yourself later on in the video. So this impacts our mental health, and that's why there's a high link of anxiety and depression amongst everybody, especially young people, young social media users, and the youth, however you want to describe it, young people. I'm not that old, but...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, so next on the list, we have inauthentic behavior. That's what validation would do to you. You won't even act like yourself because you're trying to get validation. We finna go into it right now. So the pursuit of validation can lead people to act in a way that aren't true to themselves just to gain approval. So people change their opinion, people change their behavior, people even try to change their personality. If they even know what their personality is, if they even know themselves, just to fit in, just to get validation from someone else who probably really doesn't even care about them. Not only do you diminish your own uniqueness with that, but it leads to a feeling of emptiness and dissatisfaction. So for example, people make different type of posts, different type of statements, even content on social media just so they can get the validation of others and they can just seek the approval of others. So people will say, man, I really like blue shirts. I really like red shirts. And their favorite color is purple and green. They're just saying that because everybody else is saying it and they don't want to get canceled or they don't want to be roasted or whatever the case may be. Whatever. That's not good for you. Don't do that. That's not good for you. Speak your truth. Be respectful, but be you. Be you. People do things just to get likes, even if it doesn't reflect who they are. People will do anything just to fit in with the crowd, even if it goes against their morals and it doesn't even go with who they are. When your actions are driven by the need for approval, you might start to forget what really matters to you. That can lead to a loss in identity and personal fulfillment. For example, you can start living someone else's life or try to live someone else's life. You're not even living your life. You know how many people out here trying to live someone else's life or trying to be this person, trying to be that person, trying to be John Doe, trying to be Jane Doe. That's not cool, bro. Don't do that. Be yourself. And that can leave you feeling very lost and unfulfilled. No one can be you. Only you can be you. So I can go on and on and on about the negatives, but there's good news. There's always a way to fix it. There's always a way to learn, grow, and evolve. That's what we do over here. That's why you should subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Go ahead and do that. Do it right now. Do it. So what we should do is focus on our own self-worth. That's most important. Focus on your own self-worth. So what needs to be done is you start shifting your focus from external validation to internal validation. Instead of seeking the approval from others, learn to validate yourself. Well, how do you do that? Okay, that's valid point, valid question. How do you do that? I'm gonna give you my opinion on it. So you can do this by setting and achieving personal goals, practicing self-compassion, and recognizing your own worth. For example, celebrate your own achievements. Take care of yourself. Tell yourself good job.
Boy, if you don't...
Learn to forgive yourself and learn from your mistakes. This way, happiness is in your hands and not someone else's hands. So start small. Start small by practicing gratitude, maybe writing down 3 things you appreciate about yourself every day, that you appreciate about your life. Even if you feel like your life is in a whirlwind, there's something around you or something going on with you where you can appreciate yourself. You're breathing. You subscribe to my channel.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm just kidding. You're breathing. You're living. You have a job. Even if you hate your job, you have a job. You have family. You have goals. You live to see another day. It's a lot of things that you can write down to love yourself. Positive self-talk. Positive thinking. Talk to yourself good. Think good thoughts about yourself. Say good things to yourself. It doesn't matter if everybody in the world is saying negative things about you. People that offer constructive criticism for you, yes, definitely take that in stride for sure. Definitely pay attention to the people that are being positive and may have a constructive criticism for you. I don't know, depending on what you're doing, but think positive about yourself. Talk positive to yourself. Exercise, do things you like to do, cancel plans to watch Netflix. Cancel Netflix. Well, don't cancel the whole subscription maybe, but instead of sitting inside, go hang out with friends. Instead of hanging out with friends that you're just trying to get the validation from, if that's your situation, stay inside, read, exercise, take a walk in the park, do whatever, meditate. There's a lot of things you can do. Start small. Small things add up. If you save 1 trillion pennies over and over and over and over again, you're eventually going to get rich. Even though it's a small thing, you stack it up enough, you do enough, they'll add up to make big differences. When you do that, you can build a strong, unshakable sense of self-worth. And that's most important right there. That's most important. All right, y'all, that's a wrap for today's video. So remember, chasing validation might be good for the moment, but it's very temporary and it's not good for you. The true fulfillment comes from within. Let's keep learning, growing, and evolving on this channel over here together. We're on this journey together. I'm with you, you with me, all my thinkers. So if this hit home for you, if this is something that you already knew, something that you learned differently today, something that was reinforced, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think. Keep the conversation going. Let's talk about it. What do you think? Let me know if there are other points that you want me to talk about, other topics. If you have different perceptions and different viewpoints on anything that I said, yeah, drop it in the comment section. We here. We in this together. We're family over here, y'all. Subscribing and liking the video really helps my channel grow, helps the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. And I thank each and every one of you for your support. I really do. I'm nothing without you. Trust me. I got more content coming on the way. I got the Insight series. We got a few more things that we're going to dive into. We got a lot more things we're going to dive into. I got more topics coming. I'm going to have people come in. I'm going to have a lot of stuff that's coming in the future, man. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all work with me. I appreciate y'all for even looking, subscribing, watching, all that good stuff, man. Tap in. So shout out to all my thinkers out there. Stay learning, stay growing, stay evolving, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.